If you have a child learning music, you may have noticed that practice is not always super fun. Sometimes it is, sometimes they're naturally engaged in things, but sometimes things are hard. Things take effort to work through, and we need to spice it up and make things a little bit more interesting. This is where our pie fillings come in. So this is based on our practice pie recipe, and if you followed the video series up to this point, you have a beautiful pie base and you're ready to put some fillings inside. If you missed the rest of the video series, you can go back and check those out. They're all called Practice Pie in the title. And if you want to pick up my book, that's called Practice Pie as well. And it's available all the usual book places. So the filling is where we get to have some fun with practice and try some different ways of practicing. I'm going to go through one of them right here, which is the cherry flavor, but there are 6 of these flavors of pies in my Practice Pie book. So cherry flavor is all about building a beautiful cherry pie with circles going outwards. So we start the cherry pie by practicing the most challenging or most interesting part of their piece. That bit that your child always stumbles on and then just keeps going, yeah, that bit. So have them practice just that little bit. It might be one note, it might be a few in a row, but it won't be more than 1 bar or 1 measure. So a little tiny chunk, that's the central cherry. We put that on first. And then we add a note before and after, or a beat before and after, depends on the piece. A little bit before, a little bit after. Play that section until it's perfect. That's us placing the tiny little circle of cherries outside the central one. Then we add a little bit more. That's the bigger circle of cherries. You see where I'm going with this? We add a little bit more. Add a little bit more. So we're working out away from the challenging bit. This means that we always practice that difficult part or that interesting part the most. It gets practiced over and over and over, and it gets embedded in the rest of the piece. So it's not like there's no run up to the jump, right? It's actually built into the rest of the piece, making a beautiful cherry pie. So that's one of the different ways you can practice that are in my book. You can check out the others inside the actual book. Again, it's available all the normal book shops and places online.